everyone, welcome back to another video at the F1 2020 mod. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Alfa Romeo and Red Bull car. But first of all, of course, if you watched last week's video, then we know that McLaren and AlphaTauri, excuse me, I revisited both of those cars. With McLaren, I don't know if I've managed to get a deeper blue, a bit more like it. But anyway, that's there. That'll be updated from tomorrow if I remember. And then the AlphaTauri, I literally went in and tried literally every single variant, and it still couldn't find that blue. So I'll keep on searching, but don't get your hopes up. And then the Alfa Romeo, again, I had some more paint issues, but I think I've matched the paint. It looks a little bit too dark in the sunshine, as you'll see later on in the video, but in the showroom it actually looks quite nice. Obviously I haven't been able to do the fully mod because I did try and turn the front wing white. That, unfortunately though, there was a little slither in the middle that was still being red, so I did try, but again, the game is very restricted on modding, as I'm sure you are all aware. So this is the best I've done, and it actually looks pretty nice anyway. With the red, might go for a little bit of a lighter red. I did make one mistake on the halo, which I need to fix on that, so that'll be fixed at a later date, possibly next week. Although, as you know, I'm a week behind because of the time that I've got. And obviously this week we've got 5 coming out, although I'm not sure if I'll get all 5 done. I'll have to wait and see how much time I get at the weekend. Just to touch on the Red Bull, obviously you notice not all the sponsors are in the positions. Obviously that's due to the sponsors there, but I've tried to match it as best as possible and to make the sponsors as like the tail cell on the rear ring, for example. Obviously I can't put it on the front wing, so tail cell are a big company anyway, so I feel that they would be the bigger sponsor to go on the rear ring, as opposed to some of the others that Red Bull have acquired over the winter. So obviously it's not ideal, but it is only a mod. And then also, I forgot to update the steering wheel as well, so you'll see later it still says Aston Martin. But anyway, you can see what I mean just slightly. It's the all one's in white. That's my bad. I will remember to change it. I think you can change it because I was looking at the Project Phoenix, which has the same color scheme as this one. So yes, it will be fixed. It should be an easy fix. Colour, it looks a little bit too dark maybe, or not. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
Well, it's nearly time to get today's Grand Prix underway. We've got a number of drivers in contention, but of course only one can claim that coveted top step of the podium. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success.
So yes, we're down here on the grid. I was looking at this, the past series that we've had, and since Abu Dhabi, Lewis Hamilton has won every race. This is the 5th race, so we'll see what we can do. Can we challenge Hamilton for that win as Sergio Perez? 6th place on the grid, 5 red lights, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's a good start compared to Ricciardo, going to dive down the inside of Bottas and Alonso. Verstappen having a go at Hamilton on the outside, nothing doing there. And we move up onto the podium, up into P3, as Kimi Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeo got an absolute stonking start, like he did at Portimao, and he just dive bombs everybody, almost crashes into the Ferrari there, but makes up into the points as well, although he will be a sitting duck because that Alfa Romeo is a terrible car to drive, as we're now battling with Alonso, and Bottas on lap number 2. as George Russell in his Williams. Williams, of course, coming out later this week as well. So we'll see what their livery looks like. But unfortunately for George, his time in this race has come to an end and he's out with an engine failure. We jump back to lap 4 now. Bottas is getting past Alonso now. Will this be something we see in real life? I'll have to wait and see. But definitely Bottas is now closing in on us. Look, Ricciardo now is getting involved as well in McLaren. With that Mercedes powered engine, he's actually going to go around the outside of Bottas and get the inside. Beautiful overtake, double overtake by the Australian there, and he's having a look at us now on to lap 5. He's up into P4, he's on the move. Obviously he's got a Mercedes engine with the DRS open. We're just going to dive down the inside though and then not allow him to come back through, and that's going to allow Bottas to sweep back through on the inside of Ricciardo. As we jump to lap 6 now, into the pits for our one and only stop, of course, onto a set of mediums, and away we go. Simple stop, 2.5 seconds. I wish they could do that in driver career mode at Alpine, but never mind. As we're coming out the pits now in P14, behind one of the Alfa Romeo and the Haas cars. I think the Haas car is Schumacher and not that other bloke. As we're all over the back of Giovinazzi, he tries to sweep to the outside. We then bang wheels with Giovinazzi, lucky not to get any damage. So yeah, we switched it to the left. We want to go left, and we had to switch to the right because Giovinazzi blocked us off viciously, and we move up into P13 as we're now all over the back of Schumacher. Had to lift off on the back straight here on the approach to the bus stop. Because Schumacher was going that much more slow. We're going to dart down the inside anyway and move up into P12, although that should be more positions because a load of cars are now coming into the pits. We should be able to have enough to maintain position. Bottas has lost out to Ricciardo again, interestingly, in the pit stops, so he's going to Bottas is going to lose out to Alonso as well, and they're both now going to get past the Alfa Romeo of Giovinazzi, who makes it a lot easier for them than he did for me when we went past. And now Alonso and Ricciardo are going to have a big old battle. Alonso with DRS, Ricciardo on the Haas as well. That's just this game basically. Ricciardo tries down the inside of Alonso, and Alonso keeps it in. He's going to try and go down side by side through Eau Rouge up Radion, and he can side by side. Alonso comes out best on four out of both of them, although Bottas, he's going to have the top straight line speed of all three of them. He's going to look at Alonso. Can he get Alonso? No, he can't. He settles in behind for P5 with Ricciardo dropping to P6, and now of course Bottas gets past Alonso. And now he has a look at us on lap number 10, the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Nothing doing there, and Bottas will have to stick behind her. As Bottas is now going to have a look around the outside, very aggressive, banging his front wing against our side pod there, and nothing doing there. Now Bottas is all over the back of us. We're going to squeeze him to the inside there to make sure we keep this podium. We want to keep this podium. Bottas on the hard as well, so hopefully we can get the better exit. We're going to try and dive on into the bus stop. We're going to have DRS as well, and we get the cut him off as well, get the better action, and move up in back up into P3. Thank you very much. So we jump to the last lap now. Bottas is all over us again. The contact between ourselves and Bottas. We're going to defend the inside, which should give us the better line into the middle sector, and nothing doing there. Bottas now has to go on the approach to Pouhon. We're going to keep our foot in, and a little bit of a track extend there. Nothing doing. That's should see us through for a podium as we got. Although there is a bit of understeer there, the tyres starting to go off on the final lap. Yes, even in the 25% race, they can overheat. Unfortunately, as we go through the final sector, we've gone wide, we've gone off track, and we've lost the momentum. And Bottas all of a sudden is back on the back of us. We've made contact with Bottas as well. got on the approach to the final corner, and now Alonso is seeing if he can get involved as well, as we're going to try and go defensive into the bus stop. We left the door open, we're going to close the door, and we've made contact again with Bottas, and we're once again off circuit, up to the line, and it's going to be P3. Alonso, I think, actually gets ahead of Bottas in the end. So here's a replay. We got off circuit, lose the back rear end on the curbing, and then we have to force Bottas off aggressively. We even go onto the grass to spill grass into his face, and then on the approach to the bus stop, we leave the door open, but he doesn't put enough, and he just tries and sticks his nose in where it's not welcome, and then we get the better exit out of the final corner. You can see there how much time he gains out there, and he tries to go to the inside, and then we close the door, slam shut in his face, and then he once again is probably going to try. Potentially we should have defended the inside here, but then he just accelerates. Why is he accelerating? And that allows Alonso to have a go at him, as we cut him off just for good measure, and Alonso gets the better traction to finish in P4 there. So yes, Lewis Hamilton won again. Hopefully it's not this dominant in real life in 2021, otherwise it's going to be such a boring season. Verstappen finishing in second, ourselves as Perez in third, Alonso fourth, Bottas fifth. Ricciardo couldn't capitalise in the end and finishes sixth. We were quite a bit behind with battling Alonso, Bottas, Ricciardo in the end, which cost us positions. Leclerc in the points again, he's having a good time. Ocon and Vettel running out the top 10. Lando Norris failed to get points. Tsunoda back outside the top 10 as well, but beating Gasly as well. I'm not really sure where AlphaTauri are going to be into the new season. We'll have to wait and see. Sainz not really did very well, stuck in 13th, and Raikkonen, Schumacher and co finishing out there. George Russell was the only man not to finish the race. So yes, if you have enjoyed today's video, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see plenty more episodes of the F1 2021 mod as they come out. Next week I will try and see how many I can get done. I probably won't get them all 5 done. That ultimately depends on how much variance there is between the 2020 and 21 sachets, and what I can do, and if it works basically or not. But until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.